Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks, State of Our World, on Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. What is it? Well, let's see if we can find out. The coronavirus is sticking around, doesn't want to leave. As of earlier this evening, we had 7,259,819 confirmed cases in the U.S. And we also had 207,961 people who have passed away from this virus. A real tragedy because Trump and his administration refused to do anything about this. They called it a hoax, fake news, didn't use the federal government's resources to get enough personal protective equipment and hospital equipment, and did not use also to get tests, find good tests, and distribute them, test everybody, track the results, know exactly what's happening, order a national lockdown, national mandate to wear a mask when you're in public, and a national mandate to only go out when you have to, and to practice social distancing. That didn't happen. We know that. As a result, we have over 7 million confirmed cases in the U.S. and over 200,000 people who have passed away from this virus. They are members of all groups. This virus has hit hard Native Americans living on reservations, agricultural workers, farm workers, those living in detention centers, seeking asylum, those living in prisons and jails, essential workers like grocery store workers, first-line responders, healthcare workers, all kinds of people. And a large proportion of these victims who have the virus, who have passed away from the virus, are African American or Latin American. We have a health care crisis in this country, not just from the virus, but just in general. And we have the Affordable Care Act passed by President Obama, which has been around for over 10 years now, and Trump and his people are trying to kill it. He keeps saying, well, I have a better plan, but he doesn't tell us what it is. So anyway, we're trying to keep the Affordable Care Act. We have now just 8 Supreme Court justices, because we lost Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, so there's a vacancy on the court, and Trump and his people are trying to fill it in a hurried way. He anticipates that the election will be fraudulent, and he's going to have to fight the results to stay in power, so he wants that 9th person on the court. And that doesn't mean that it's going to ever go to the court. So anyway, we have a lot of problems. We have racial problems. We have police brutality against minorities. We have George Floyd, who's murdered at the hands of a white Minnesota police officer, and that started all kinds of protests all over the country. That was back in May, I think. And we also had, back in March, in Kentucky, Breonna Taylor, EMT and nursing student, was killed in her home during a no-knock warrant break-in by the Louisville police. That's another reason for people to be protesting. So anyway, we have these things to resolve, and nothing's happening. People are still getting killed. We have schools now becoming a breeding ground for the coronavirus, because various Republican governors, are pushing to have the schools reopen. That's what Trump wants. He wants if the kids are back in school, the parents can go to work, and the economy will be better, and then he can win the election. But the kids are getting sick, and the teachers and the staffs of schools are getting sick. Schools have tried to reopen, they end up shutting down. What we really need is virtual learning until we conquer this virus. The federal government should provide every student in the country with a technology with a device like a computer to use, and with high-speed internet. Yes, that'll help a lot. Uh, yes, students will fall behind in their studies as a result of the virus, and they can catch up later. But it's better to be alive and behind in your studies than not alive. So anyway, that's the state of things. We also have the post office crisis because Trump is trying to kill the post office, and he and his supporters are causing delays in the post office because he's worried people want to mail in their ballots in the election, and if everybody mails in their ballots, he won't win. So he's trying to prevent people from mailing in their ballots by saying it's fraudulent, and he's slowing things down, and it's a mess. Also, he's messing with the census. The census was supposed to go through the end of October. They're trying to end it as of the end of September. So we have there are a lot of issues to take care of. So we have the post office. We have the election coming up. Actually, it's ongoing. We have the coronavirus. We have all kinds of things. So make sure you're registered to vote. Order an absentee ballot if your state allows it, and learn the issues and candidates on your ballot, and be prepared to make an informed decision in the election. All right, now, that being said, there was a debate last night, first debate of the presidential election season. It was President Donald Trump on one side and former Vice President Joe Biden on the other, and Trump proceeded to attack and speak over and interrupt whenever Vice President Biden was speaking, and when the moderator was speaking. Trump set out to create chaos, and he did. It is important to have these debates so people have an idea of who these people are who are running for the highest office in the land. But Trump messed it up. But that's the way he is. He likes to mess things up and cause chaos. So I think he's lost a lot of supporters as a result. So anyway, he was asked about racism and why he doesn't denounce white supremacists, and Trump refused to. So right now we have a white supremacist in the White House. We have someone who seems to favor the dictators of the world, like Putin of Russia and the King of Saudi Arabia, Prince of Saudi Arabia, whatever it is, and the head of Brazil. So anyway, we have a lot of problems. He's trying to destroy a lot of institutions. Trump complains about something called antifa, A-N-T-I-F-A, which is basically means anti-fascism. It is no group, it's just an idea that we want democracy and freedom for everyone. We don't want fascists running and dictators. And so he's zeroed in on this idea of antifa, and as opposed to zeroing in and concentrating on the white supremacists, who his FBI director says are a big threat to life here in the U.S. Domestic terrorism, white supremacists. So anyway, who knows what's going to happen? So let's have an early end, and maybe we'll sing a little song now. The song I'd like to sing is, what shall I sing? Good question. Okay. Alright. I'm going to sing a song called World of Our Own that was written by Tom Springfield of the Springfield Folk Trio, sung part of the group sung it. Anyway, here we go. There's a time, oops, wrong one, okay. Close the door, light the lights, We're staying home tonight, far away from the bustle and the bright city lights. Let them all fade away, just leave us alone, and we'll live in a world of our own. We'll build a world of our own that no one else can share. All our troubles will leave far behind us there, and I know we will find such peace of mind when we live in a world of our own. Okay, hope you like World of Our Own. Thank you for tuning in this evening, Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Hope you'll be back again tomorrow. Take care of yourself, take care of others, stay safe. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you very much, and hope to we'll be together again. Thank you. Good night.